So that was Ben McNeil. The song's called Hero, off his new album, Stand By Steady. So, Michael, we're really lucky. We've got Paul Green joining us now, and you get to talk to him.
How lucky am I?
I know, you're so lucky. So I'm going to hand over to Michael.
Thanks, Vanessa. I'd like to welcome Paul Green to Bay and Basin FM. Paul, how are you?
Oh, good, thanks, Michael. How are you?
Not bad, Paul. So, what are you doing today, Paul?
I've been trying to rest up a little bit, getting ready to hit the road tomorrow. So, yeah, sort of, and I've been talking to lots of people about my new record, which has been good.
Now, you're living out of Culburra Beach, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at the beach right now.
Is that right? Fantastic. What about your new record? Give us a bit of an idea of...
Well, I've just recorded my 7th studio record, 7th album, and recorded right here on the south coast, actually in my parents' granny flat in Woolamaya with my studio that I've been putting together over the years. And called Behind the Stars. It was released last Friday the 13th, through ABC Universal. And I'm hitting the road, and I've been touring full time since about 2000.
Fantastic.
A bit, but I had a year off last year, and I'm back on the road again now.
So this album, how does it differ from your previous ones, mate?
Well, I grew up as an acoustic guitar player because it was the best way to sort of accompany myself, I guess. You know, I did a lot, just sort of worked that way. But the end of last year, just before I started recording the record, I actually I slipped over in a hotel room and I smashed my acoustic, like properly wrecked it. And I was at a festival up in Early Beach, and I had to borrow a friend's electric guitar, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked playing the electric. I've never really done it before. You know, I've never had a decent electric to play. And then while my guitar was in repair, Robin Moyes from Nowra was piecing it back together again because it was just obliterated. And I got lent a Fender G&L electric and a Fender Reverb amp, and they just sounded amazing together.
Not a bad way to start out.
No, and so I was unfortunate and fortunate all at the same time. And this sort of happened while I was still writing for the album. And usually I write in the acoustic, but this time I sort of was on the electric. And I think that the energy of that, plus also just having a bit of a break and not having been on the road full time for forever, I sort of felt rejuvenated, and I was doing a whole bunch of new projects with other people, all different. I was just doing as many different things as I could, just because I could. So I was just sort of sick of doing my solo thing. So that came together. I also got this is the first album I put out under a band. It's actually Paul Green and the Other Colours.
Yes, how does that work?
Well, I wanted musicians that contributed. It's changed the sound. So, and that's pretty much what we did. We sat down together with a band. We played live, and I've worked with session musos before a lot, where I've just hired people, you know, paid them a rate and tried to tell them that's sort of how I wanted it to be done. But I kind of wanted people that were going to put a bit more on the line than that were a bit closer to it. And
sure. I've
been touring with Ellie, the drummer, for the last album release a couple of years ago, and she's just an amazing drummer that I've just, you know, was really comfortable with. And then I was playing with Spy vs. Spy, and I met Neil Beaver through that, who's an incredible musician and also great in the studio too. So yeah, they both left their mark on the record. So I think it's a very different sound. So I really wanted to differentiate this from my past stuff.
So you've got a new record label, ABC. How's that going?
Yes, well, they've released 2 of my back catalogue, and this is the first new album I've released to them, and it's amazing. It's different. It's amazing having a whole kind of army of people that are working on things. It's definitely no easier. It's still just the same as when I was doing my own thing. It's just more people sort of helping out. So it's a great experience. At least I know now people can actually get the album through at stores, the very few remaining CD stores that there are, or through ABC Music as well, through ABC stores. So my last 3 albums I'd released, and people just couldn't get them in shops. So I kind of realised I didn't really want to sell CDs out the back of my car for the rest of my life. So
yeah, it's sad though, seeing the demise of the old CD stores or record stores.
Yeah, well, I think CDs are going to be a thing in the past pretty soon. So it's just, but that's one thing you can count on is change.
Indeed, mate. Your tour, you've just started off on your tour.
We launched the album in Newcastle on Sunday, and then tomorrow, Thursday, I'm at the Heritage in Wollongong, and then down to Marimbula, it's Club
Fantastic.
Sapphire, York Theatre, and then the Bottle Rocket in Nowra on Sunday. I haven't been on the road for a while, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh, well, good to see you back in the local terrain, mate.
Yeah, good to be back. And Nowra with an over 21 venue, it's just, that's unbelievable.
Very sophisticated.
Very sophisticated. Who would have thunk of that?
Okay, well, Paul, thank you very much for taking time out today to tune into 92.7. If you'd like to sort of announce your next song for us.
Yeah, sure. This next song is the first single from the new record, Behind the Stars. The single's called Crossfire, and you're on the Slam with Michael and Vanessa.
You're on the Slam. That was Paul Green. Thanks again for talking to us this afternoon. And Paul Green will be touring nationally. First stop will lie at the Heritage Hotel, then down to Merimbula, reaching the Shoalhaven on Saturday the 21st at Milton Theatre, Bottle Rock at Nowra on Sunday, then to the regional centres, touring nationally to Victoria, South Australia, Victoria, ACT, and then back to New South Wales for a couple of gigs. Okay, so these are a couple of events that are coming up in the next month or two. We've got Culburra Festival. That's in May 11th and 12th. They're going to be having a lot of things going on down there over that weekend. They'll be definitely having Arnie Grace doing the official welcome, Indigenous art, Aboriginal dance, kids dance, family workshops, free community stalls, local food. And the public school are doing a student flag artworks. There's going to be music, including Caravan of Sun, Southerly Change, A Lot of Pressure, Sticky Fingers, Roy McConey, Fred Smith, Big Earl, Lyle Maloney and Shannon. So that should be a really good weekend of stuff going on in Culburra. Michael.
That's a awesome amount of stuff going on.
I know. Big weekend.
I'm sure we'll be down there, won't we?
We will, definitely. Hopefully it'll be good weather.
Touch wood. Not looking too good currently, is it? What else have we got happening? There's a couple other events sort of we've come across in the Shoalhaven area which sound pretty interesting. One is an art competition that's being run by the Friends of Bomaderry Creek, which is a land care sort of organisation. And they're running a big art competition. It was actually going to close for entries in, I think, April, but it's been extended out to June. So if you're any budding artists out there, if you sort of want to enter that competition, it's all about sort of supporting and promoting the Bomaderry Creek sort of regional park area. So it's a fantastic initiative. So if you want to find out more, there is a website, Friends of Bomaderry Creek, just www, you'll spot it somewhere. They've also got a Facebook page. But yeah, check it out. I think it's a fantastic opportunity to support a really vital environment in the Shoalhaven.
You're a bit of a budding artist, aren't you, Michael? You're a bit of a budding artist, aren't you, Michael?
Not intending, of course, to influence any judges that could be listening to our program, I'm sure.
No, I'm sure not, Michael. But
well, I've heard you're a budding poet.
No, maybe ukulele player, but no poetry.
Yeah, if you don't have any success with the ukulele, there's always poetry, because I've also found out there's a poetry competition.
Oh, okay.
That's been run in Nowra as well. Another website you can check out called www.artsrush, and this is a competition. It's sort of run nationally, but it's run out of an organisation in the Shoalhaven called the Kitchen Table Poets. It looks fantastic. There's some cash prizes to be won, so you can make some money out of your poetry, Vanessa, if you sort of put pen to paper.
I'll try.
Now that competition sort of extends out, I think, until June. But check the website. We're hoping to get in contact with the organisers, so perhaps when the winners get announced, we can perhaps read out some poems on our program.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Mm. Get a few budding poets maybe in the studio, possibly. We'll see. I know this weekend, Michael, there's lots of things going on in the Shoalhaven. I definitely know Penny and the Mystics are playing. Definitely know Genevieve Chadwick are playing, both at Tomarong in a venue you may well know. Ben McNeil, Ricky Lynch, Paul Green, obviously. The Night Fever Show, Bee Gees, in Sussex.
That could be
that could be tops.
Could be the ticket for the week.
Bit of lycra. Serenics at St George's Basin. They're always good. Local girl. And the Hotel California show at Shoalhaven. Not Shoalhaven, Shoalhaven Heads.
Ah, of course.
Yes, so
my local
Eagles,
neck of the woods.
Is it Eagles? Yeah.
What about the River Music too? They're down at the golf club, I think, this Friday night.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can check the website there.
Yeah, check it out. If you want to find out where these venues are, just check your local gig guide. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. If not, you can always email us and we could possibly point you in the right direction.